This is the new Loki build after the recent Loki nerf. I think it might be a month after the nerf, I'm not sure. Kind of late to the party, but anyways. So this is the build to one-shot again, basically. The new build, the old build isn't working, the regular build isn't really working out. The best time for Loki players was probably when Random Mass was a thing, when you could stack it, get movement speed and all that. You know, basically the juke abilities, one shot, and all that. But this build is pretty good. There's multiple ways to actually build this build, and I guess I'm gonna teach you how to do it in a second. But before I do that, I did find this build. I was just messing around because after Loki nerf, I was like, damn, he doesn't do enough damage. I gotta find a new build. So this is the new build that I came up with, and you will see in a second after this clip plays. Yeah, sorry, I just had to. God, I just pooped on that word. I'm sorry. I just had to do it so.
Oh, then listen to my song.
Alright, so as you can see, you can one-shot like it was before the nerf. You got your movement, you got your 40% cooldown. You can also have the ability to shred tanks more. Your Loki you obviously don't want to, but I guess we're gonna move on to the next build as soon as this clip finishes.
For the graves. It is me, Loki.
Alright, so this build's still one-shots. You replace Transcendence with Crusher. You lose 10% cooldown, so instead of 40% you get 30% cooldown. But this is a build if you don't want to build stacks. This build also works very good, as you can see, so we're going to move on to the next build.
Oh, then it is me, Loki.
You do good, they do bad.
Alright, so this is another Loki build. You only got 20% cooldown, but your damage spikes up massively. Basically, if you look at the gameplay in the background, Neith only took 3 ticks of my bleed. And then after she died, if she built health, she still would have got another 159 tick of my bleed. This is a very, very high DPS build. If you want to go high DPS, all you gotta do is wait, sell boots. As you'll see in a later clip, I actually build Mantle Discord to get defense and get cooldown, and I can still one-shot.
Listen to my song. Welcome to my world.
Alright, so this is the first build that I showed you, except that I got Speed Potion and I sold boots. Bloodforge, why did I get Bloodforge? I got Bloodforge because I already got 40% cooldown. After I get a kill, I get a shield, and I get movement speed, so it helps out with survivability a lot, and that's kind of what Loki needs. It also increases my damage per second by a lot, as you can see in the background gameplay. You can't go wrong with it. The only problem is your glass cannon. But once again, you're Loki. If you're a good Loki player, you really shouldn't have a problem with it. And I guess we're gonna move on to the next build like previous.
Loki.
You have slain an enemy.
Alright, so this is the second build that I showed you. Sold boots, got Mantle Discord, we got 30% cooldown, we got survivability with Mantle Discord. You still one shot, as you'll see in the gameplay in the back. This is all around a great build. You just really cannot go wrong with it. Only problem is early game you're only gonna have 20%, before you sell boots you're only gonna have 20%, but as long as you're an advanced Loki player, you're not an alt bot, you really shouldn't have a problem with this build. All around great build, you got defense, you can one shot. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Oh, then listen to my song.
Alright, so this is the previous build, but instead of Mantle Discord, we built Boombas. Now, why Boombas? Basically, it's a lot of movement speed. It's a really good item for characters that are like Kamikaze characters, like Loki. You get in, you gotta get a kill, you gotta get your ass out. So basically, it also kind of helps survivability if you think about it, because you got a lot of movement speed, so it allows you to juke way better. You still do a lot of damage, as you can see. They literally only have 100 health left. Good build. Alright, before we continue on with the next segment, all I want to say is I wouldn't have made this video. I went on Professor Loki's stream, I wanted to inform him about the build because I wanted him to upload the video about the build because he has more publicity than me, everybody knows Professor Loki, the friendly neighborhood Loki main. Cool ass dude, chill as fuck. If you hate him, I don't know what's wrong with you. You're just being very childish if you hate him over a character in the video game. But anyways, basically, yeah, I told him about stone cutting and all that, and he said he tried everything on it, so these next few clips are going to show that they fixed it because he said that the protection shred, that the abilities, that should like scale up, so let's just say you do 114 bleed damage. He said, basically what he was saying after the 30 protection shred that he got, it always stayed 114 damage when it should have scaled up after the 30 protection shreds. So that's what these next few clips are. Basically, it's just showing that XE and stone cutting do work on Loki, that it does work on his abilities, and well, that's what these next video clips are.
Is it me or is it me? Is it me or is it me? Come dance with me. Come dance with me. Is it me, Loki? Welcome to my world.
Actually do.
Listen to my song. It is me, Loki. Listen to my song. It is me, Loki. Come dance with me. Listen to my song.
Alright, I had to stop the video this is the last time, I swear. Basically, after you get stone cutting, you have to change up the combo to get the maximum amount of damage on your 3. So you go invis, auto attack, decoy, auto attack, aim strike, auto attack. So the reason why you do this is because, you do you do your invis, auto attack, that's 10 taken away on stone cutting. You do your decoy auto attack, that's 20 protections taken away. And then on aim strike, so the funny thing about aim strike is that the basic attack applies before the aim strike damage. So basically, you get the 30 protection shred from the basic on aim strike, and then the aim strike applies after. So that's just a neat little note. So as soon as you get stone cutting, if you want to get max amount of damage, you go 1 auto attack, 2 auto attack, 3 auto attack, and yeah, I just wanted to inform you about that. It also works the same with Executioner, by the way.
It is me, Loki. Looky here. Dead men tell no tales, amigo.
You too good, they too bad.
Me or is it not Josh? Looky here.
They are.
Josh, it is me, Loki.
You too